The leaders that were present at the meeting include ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa and his deputy Paul Mashatile, DA leader John Steenhuisen, IFP President Velenkosi Nhlabisa, Patriotic Alliance President Gauteng McKenzie, leader of the FF Plus Corne Mulder, UDM leader Bantu Olomisa, Rise Mzansi leader Songezo Zibi, Al-Jama'a President Hanif Hendricks, PAC leader Mzwanele Nyonso, and Secretary General of the Good Party Brett Heron. Critical issues like law enforcement and the criminal justice system, illegal immigration, the economy and unemployment came under sharp focus at a two-day GNU leaders retreat.
We spoke about illegal immigrants in our country and felt that we needed to embark on an intervention initiative that will secure work positions for South Africans. So it was a plethora of issues which we will be taking action on as we move forward. So it was a very, very in-depth meeting and discussions. And we also spoke broadly about the economy, how the economy can be turbocharged to move forward to reach higher levels of growth. And the finance minister also briefed us about some of the initiatives that are underway. So it was a full agenda. But more importantly, we also spoke about our relationship as the Government of National Unity partners. We've been 16 months into our relationship. Many people thought that we would have collapsed by now. And of course, we had our own challenges during this course of the 16 months. And we have reconfirmed that the GNU is here to stay.
Although the GNU is 16 months old, it has its fair share of glitches. Earlier this year, the DA and ANC clashed over the ANC's proposal to raise value-added tax. Most recently, the Patriotic Alliance threatened to pull out of the GNU if its deputy president, Kenny Kunene, was not reinstated as the MMC of Transport in the city of Johannesburg. However, GNU partners who have adopted a medium-term development plan for the country have given a positive review of the meeting, further highlighting the need to get the ball rolling on crucial issues.
Our role is just to make sure that we execute what the Parliament and the Executive has agreed upon. And so we were really here to monitor the situation and also to say we feel strongly that we need to look into areas where the people are hungry. There's a lot of hunger reported. We also raise concerns about the state of security forces in the country, that the crime is getting out of control.
For me, it was really healing, and a session that was really gave me an opportunity to reflect on some of the issues that we can talk about maybe outside and so on. So it is indeed a session that one was looking forward to, and we reflected well on what we've been doing for the past 16 months.
The Clearing House Mechanism in terms of its terms of reference, but also how to respond to some of the most topical issues that South Africans are talking about, such as what's happening in the law enforcement space with the ad hoc committee and the Madlanga Commission, to talk about immigration, to talk about economic growth and job creation, but also how we can coordinate better so that we don't have the same problems we had with budget last time, so that we can move together as one.
I think it is something that we were all hoping that would happen sooner than later. And I think it was very constructive. We touched on various issues, nationally as well as internationally, and we've set the way forward. And we hope that these meetings will now happen more regularly. But I think in general it was constructive, it was positive, and the Government of National Unity is focused on the way forward.
I was particularly encouraged with the response by the GNU leaders, party leaders, to issues around the urgency of water and food security, which we've now addressed as something that, as a government, we cannot ignore. And it was important for party leaders to spend some time together in an environment like this, where we tackled really difficult issues, but also got to know each other in a more social environment.
I think this was one of the best retreats I've ever attended. We were straightforward. We recommitted ourselves to solidify the GNU. We've agreed on the way forward, which is to make sure that we give services to our people, to make sure that the unity of the GNU is sacrosanct. So the GNU is solid, very solid.
All parties reaffirmed their full commitment to the GNU and serving the interests of South Africans. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Johannesburg.